small business has a story. We're here today with a local small business owner that helps make Central Virginia, Central Virginia. Welcome to Tea Time with the Central Virginia Business Coalition. I'm Heather Alto, the Executive Director.
And I'm Ashley Beasley with Sweet Indulgence Bakery. We have Mike Norfield with Visiting Angels. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Are you ready to spill the tea?
I'm ready to spill the tea.
All right. So first, what's the story behind Visiting Angels? How did this adventure get started for you?
So the short version, which is the challenge for all of us, I think, the short version is we had a family member that could have benefited from services like Visiting Angels, and we didn't know that anything like this existed. We just thought when we went that my grandmother was tired and you know, we were driving down to Florida from Virginia. So like she's up all night waiting for us. And we didn't realize that the burden of caregiving for someone, like how much of a pressure that was on her. And so my dad and I were looking for a business to do together. We almost opened a florist. He found Visiting Angels and you know, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And he said, well, we're going to do that. And I was like, all right, I'll give you 6 months. So, and you know, we started from there because we didn't want any families to have to go through what we went through of not having that support and that care.
Was there a moment when you knew that this is what you were meant to do?
So it's really funny because like I was just talking about how I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah. So I decided that, you know, my parents wanted to start this business and they told me that if I didn't do it, they would find somebody that would do it with them and they'd hire for somebody for the office. And I was like, well, somebody's going to take advantage of my family. So like, let me at least, like, I'll give you 6 months. Told my wife, I was like, let me see how this goes. In June 6, 2016, I went to the training of how the business operates, things like that. Came home and the very first thing I told my wife was, I don't care if I never touch another flower again. This is what I was made to do. Like that moment of all the jobs that I've had that gave me the necessary skill set and empathy and organizational skills, things like that, to be able to do what I do. Like I couldn't have taken a college course that would have prepared me as much as my past jobs did.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's talk about challenges. What are some challenges that you have faced with starting Visiting Angels up here?
A lot of the challenges are just people finding out who we are. Right. Mm-hmm. So, and what we do. So a lot of people think that we're home health or like, you know, physical therapy, occupational therapy, things like that, where we come in and we help with activities of daily living, like bathing, dressing, meal preparation, even just companionship and having somebody there. If you've got somebody who might have dementia and may wander, like you don't want them to be alone, like we can come in and we can help with that while helping with all those other things. But a lot of time it's socialization is the biggest thing that kind of goes through.
Yeah. Well, what keeps you pushing through the challenges? What keeps you going forward?
So I've worked really hard to make sure that I network and I market and protect our reputation and kind of, I tell everybody about what I do, right? So, you know, it's nothing, we do karaoke a lot. Like I've literally gotten 4 or 5 clients from karaoke because I'll be talking to somebody and they're like, oh, what do you do? I literally pull out my business card and do the little elevator speech like, oh, well, you know, who we are is on the front, what we do is on the back, and then kind of give them a little explanation. And we've gotten 3 or 4 clients from that. So just being consistent and persistent in sharing our message and that we exist, right? Mm-hmm. So that and moving our office helped a lot. So we talked about location on a previous episode. So finding a location where we were visible helped us a lot as well.
So of all the places that you could have established your business, why here? Why Central Virginia?
To be honest with you, it's home, right? It's not where I'm from, but we moved here in 1984 and I don't see myself living anywhere else. Central Virginia is such a great community and such a great area. And like especially the business community, just the support that we've received and things like that. Like I wouldn't want to do business anywhere else. And for the kind of industry that we're in and we're helping people stay in their home and live longer, like what a better way in my mind to support your community than help people to live longer and better. Yeah. So.
Speaking of community, how did the CVABC or how has the CVABC supported your journey?
It's been a lot. So the you know, I could go through our client list and show you connections from the CVABC, and it's probably over 75% of our client list. You know, either from referrals or, you know, somebody told me about you. So, you know, it's been a great thing, but then also having the ability to, I was a guest on the podcast, and then somehow I ended up the host, and then I'm a guest on this and somehow ended up the host, co-host. No. So like, it's really given me the opportunity to kind of have the billboards and all those sort of things, like the support and other business owners you know, just being able to reach out to them and be like, what do I do for this? Right.
Yeah.
So things that we didn't know we needed. And it's just been great that, you know, Heather's been a great support. CVABC has been a great support, but the community of the CVABC has been the biggest thing.
So what do you see as the importance of supporting local?
I think it's very important. So, you know, I love local businesses and I love the underdog. Right. So I love the businesses, like, you know, they always say when you travel, don't look for a chain restaurant, like look for like a little hole in the wall because it's going to be the best food you've ever eaten. It's the same thing, retail, everything else. Like you can go into Creative Cove and find unique gifts that you're not going to find anywhere else, right? Or custom order them. And it's the same thing like with Ashley. Like I'd never had a Pop-Tart that didn't come out of a foil packet before.
5 minutes ago.
Right. Yeah. 5 minutes ago I did. But it's that uniqueness and it's almost like overused now, but like when you support a local business, you're putting food on someone's table, but it's 100% that, right? Because we've got almost like 40 some employees. So, you know, not only are you supporting Visiting Angels and Mike, but you're also supporting like 40 families that need our business to keep their family going. So
Awesome. All right. You ready? Rapid fire question round?
yes.
Okay. I'm going
right.
to let Ashley take the first one.
Okay. So this is going to be the most divisive question in podcasts and YouTube. What's your preferred drink? Sweet tea or unsweet tea?
Unsweet.
I can't with you people.
Unsweet.
Unsweet.
Let's be
I'm
honest,
with Mike.
it's diet soda. But if I have to drink tea, it's going to be unsweet.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. All right. Favorite local business?
I actually have two right now. And I'm not saying this just because Ashley was here, because we talked about this before we started recording. So I love Creative Cove. Just because it is such a unique business. So you go to their business and you see the from the road.
Yeah.
There is so much more inside. They have machines everywhere so that they can do all those different products, because they're not back there with like a hammer and chisel, like making these things. Like it takes technology and different things like that. So I'm really kind of a nerd with the craft and the geeky side of it. So I love that part of it. Plus they're always willing to give back and help other businesses. And the second one is Sweet Indulgence. And it's mostly because of like their story, not just from the beginning, but like over the last year, how you transformed, and to see you know, your new logo is the Phoenix coming out of the cupcake, like not just overcoming something, but like flourishing out of it. And it's great. I love it. I didn't come here to feel emotions.
I say we're not allowed to cry.
That's what we
on
do here
camera.
at Tea
Yeah.
Time.
We're on camera.
Yeah.
There's no
Spilling
crying.
the tea.
Yes.
Spilling the tea.
So, best business advice, whether you've given or received.
Best business advice. Be consistent and persistent is the best that I've given. And the best advice I've ever received is you can't make everyone happy because you're not a taco.
I like that.
Okay.
Right. So you can work to try and make everyone happy, but you're not going to make everyone happy. Right. Only tacos do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So talk about a myth, dispel a myth about your business that other people, you know, kind of perceive.
A lot of people think that we charge $35 an hour. We pay our employees minimum wage, and we're just pocketing all this money, right? The profit margins are so much closer because of insurance and liability and hiring costs. And we do not pay our employees minimum wages. We give them good. We give gift cards away every month. Like they earn them throughout the month, and then they get to come cash in those things. So it is, you know, I'm not in this because I just think it's an easy way to make a quick buck, right? We genuinely care and we want to do it. And it is not an easy, but this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Okay.
One thing you wish you'd known before starting.
Oh, just one. So this is also the best business advice that someone has given me, but it's also something I wish I had known when we started. You cannot hire well. You can only fire well. So if somebody is not a fit for your team, you've got to know when to let them go, both for your benefit and for theirs. Because there's no sense in keeping somebody in a job for 8 or 9 months and you're both miserable and you're both fighting against each other. You've just got to make the decision that it's time to give them another opportunity.
That's good advice, and that is one I struggle with quite a bit. So
Is that why I'm
I
still-
get all up in my feelings.
Is that why I'm
I
still
get
the
anxiety.
co-host of Talk Local to
Yeah,
Me
that's
after
why
2
you're
years?
still the co-host. That's absolutely.
I think we all struggle with it. I get too emotionally involved with my employees. I had a business owner that told me to hire fast, fire faster.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So how can the community or other local businesses help support you as a business in our area?
You can deliver Pop-Tarts to my office. No, I'm kidding.
Got you.
The best way to support us is just to kind of learn about us. So we do a lot to try and support our community. And so we hope that you'll take advantage of those, really. So we have like coffee for caregivers once a month in our office. You can follow our Facebook to find out when that is, or go to our website, call our office. And the biggest way to support is just to kind of educate yourself on what to expect when you need help. Because a lot of people wait too long to get help, and then it's say, my dad's getting out of the hospital tomorrow. Can you help me? Because I can't take him home by myself, right? And it takes, like, really, you need to call us 6 months before you need us. You need to really call us a week before you definitely need us, right? If you think like, I might need this in the next year, reach out to a company and get to know what they do and learn how the process is. Because a lot of people, I had somebody call me yesterday and said, I need someone to stay with my dad tonight, and he's in the rehab, and can someone stay tonight? It was 4:30. It was like, we don't have, we always joke about angels in the wings. We don't have angels in the wings that are sitting in our office just ready to run out and go. And there's a whole lot of regulations and stuff where we have to do an assessment, things like that for the Virginia Department of Health. Like, we can't just do care in a day, right?
Now, how can they get a hold of you if they need your services?
They can call our office at 434-439-4698, or go to our website, www.visitingangels.com/Lynchburg.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Tea Time. Thank you for listening in, and please make sure to tune in next week when we spill the tea with another local business.